Okay, so tonight we will finally receive the details and card animations, everything like that about the Part 2 LRs for the worldwide celebration Future Saga of 2023. Now, first and foremost, this does release at 3 a.m. Pacific time. I know you guys are going to say, but the post says 2 a.m. Pacific time. This is Pacific Standard Time, and right now we're in Pacific Daylight Time. So just TLDR, I guess that doesn't apply here, but whatever. Basically, it's just an hour off, because Dokkan is a funny little company, or Okatsuki technically. But yeah, it is 3 a.m. Pacific time, so don't expect that at 2 Pacific time and be like, where are the, where's the information and stuff like that, right? At the very least, the YouTube URL is going to be tweeted today, so we'll know exactly when, that's going to, like, be released. At least people will be able to see, okay, the countdown, the video is in an hour, right? But yeah, again, in this movie, it says, we'll reveal the characters available in the Worldwide Celebration Beyond Space and Time campaign Part 2 summons, right? So we know actually one thing about the summons and the banner type, which, was pretty obvious, but it is a Twin Legend Advent Festival. So what this is this is a carnival banner, right? Because there's Dokkan festivals, and then on JP there's the Legendary Advent is what they're called, like the banners, which are either yellow coins or carnival LRs, and it's like, well, they're going to be carnival LRs. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know they're going to be carnival LRs, and I'm pretty sure carnival banner specifically, I don't know if I could find like a carnival banner. Omega, no, well, Omega was a Rising Dragon carnival actually. I would have to like go all the way to the anniversary, right? Wasn't that the last like normal carnival banner, the anniversary, right? So if you take a look here, I should say, yeah, see, Legendary Advent Festival, and I think that is different from like a yellow coin LR banner. If we take just one look here, like well, Count Khalifa is a little different. Let's see, where is Super Boo? This, I think it's just, is it another name? Yeah, Legendary Sentence, right? So Legendary Advent is a carnival banner, so it's a dual carnival. Whoa, shocker, right? And we also got the hint here. The hint is this word, hope. And obviously we also got a teaser here. Trunks, you are humanity's last hope, right? We did talk about this in a video, but basically did confirm that Sort of Hope Trunks was at least one of the Part 2 LRs, right? So Sort of Hope Trunks is getting a Carnival LR. I mean, just very obviously, and then we got the trailer of like all of Trunks' paths, like him against the androids, future Gohan, and stuff like that. Trunks, your humanity's last hope. And then it goes back to Trunks holding the sword again. And oh, whoa, shocker, it's gonna be, but this is the Chaos screen for the Tech LR Sort of Hope Trunks, and obviously this is Sort of Hope Trunks, right? So that's when we knew that this was going to be one of the LRs. So I guess we could just talk about him real quick here. So Sort of Hope Trunks is a character that I feel like has needed an LR for some time at this point. I mean, he's going to be helping a lot of different category teams that are weaker, because he's just on so many of these different teams, right? I mean, let's look at all the teams that need help. Hyper Saiyans needs help. I think Vegeta's family needs help. Super Saiyans definitely could use another unit. Bonner Master Disciple is like a good category, but I think like another unit would definitely help that out. Revenge, I think Battle of Wits could definitely get something, and Trusted Will sucks. Miraculous Awakening sucks, right? And like these last few categories right here are pretty good actually. They don't necessarily need the help, but just another unit added to those existing strong categories that many people will already have very strong leaders for. I mean, like basically all the major celebrations in the past like year, every like character has really led this, like these teams on the bottom. So I'm sure many people will have these teams, or like at least a leader for these teams, or like at least one of y'all, like everyone will have at least like one of these leaders probably. I just got massively shafted every single time, which that sucks. But anyways, this Trunks as a Carnival LR, there's a couple options for like a 200% leader scope you can get. I mean, if I was gonna say the 200% leader skill, I'm thinking like superheroes actually is what I'm thinking for this 200% leader skill. Superheroes would make a lot of sense to me because we haven't had a leader for the superheroes category since Orange Piccolo and Ultimate Gohan, or Beast Gohan, or however you want to call them. And I feel like, you know, usually they're fine with like giving a new leader to a character after like some time has passed. So that would make a lot of sense to me, though sometimes they wait for like well over a year before giving another leader. I think that in this case it would be justified because I don't know, I feel like they would want to give Trunks a leader skill that gets all the Future Saga units on there, and they could do Future Saga 200% or also Time Travelers 200%. That would be fine. Time Travelers hasn't had a leader in some time. I think Trunks being a time traveler leader would make sense. But then in this situation, Future Gohan's not on his team, right? I'm thinking they would want to get even Future Gohan on his team. At least in some sense. So it could be possible, like, let's say he leads time travelers for 200%. And then he also does what the new LRs do, where he also leads super class for like 150% or even like a slightly higher boost, since he doesn't have as many categories in his leader skill, right? I think that is also a very possible thing we could see from, you know, what this guy's gonna lead. So it'll be very interesting. I hope it isn't just the 200% leader skill, because I'm kind of tired of that. I would either like one, if they start making these Carnival LRs lead 2 categories, I think would be really good. Or at least for this specific time, give this Trunks like a super class like addition to his leader skill. I think would be really, really sick. So I think my 2 guesses, honestly, I don't think Future Saga would be likely because we just got another one. And, you know, Vegeta and Trunks already lead this team. Not impossible, but I don't know. I would personally like to see, or I have Future Saga up twice. I would personally like to see superheroes or time travelers. Time travelers might be more likely, but superheroes would make sense. I guess, to be fair, Future Gohan is not on superheroes as well. So, you know, that kind of destroys my point about that. They could also do Bana, Master, and Disciple, but Carnival or Gohan already leads that too. Now, talking about the other part to LR that I think we could see, I mean, there are some options. I definitely think it'll be a Future Saga unit, obviously. This guy is still a contention, like a possible unit. I don't think they're gonna do this unit, but it is interesting that they hinted Trunks and then they never gave another hint for a second LR. That doesn't mean that, you know, it can't be just an entirely different character, but I don't know. You could make a point, you know, Trunks got a promotion video and then no one else did, right? Like there's no like promotion video for like a Goku Black or something like that, you know, and it's like you could probably make that point, but I don't know. This feels like it's just the sort of Hope Trunks trailer, but you could say, you know, there's all these Android Saga flashbacks. Maybe we're also gonna get another Trunks from when he killed the androids and then first from Cell. And honestly, I wouldn't be necessarily against that if these guys didn't actually share the same name. Maybe if this guy actually releases with, you know, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks as his name, but considering what we saw from the fusions of Masu, I don't really know if that'll be the case. Very unfortunate. Even Legends, in fact, Legends has this guy named as Super Saiyan Trunks, right? So this is just Super Saiyan Trunks, apparently, not Rage Trunks, because even Legends has that namesake for this guy, the blue LF. So I don't know. So these guys would have the same name. I think that's the real issue, that I wouldn't want that. At the end of the day, it's not because this Trunks, like this Trunks does deserve like even a summonable Carnival or something like that, right? But I feel that having 2 of the same name characters released at once would just really suck. I would not like that unless they were giving us some like same name linking ability, but you know, we can't judge the releases based off of, oh yeah, this maybe this will come. We have zero clue. So yeah, that's the thing there. I would prefer to get another named character, if I'm being completely honest. Now, I've seen some people bring up, like, just give us another revive or exchange Future Gohan, like a Future Gohan. Like, I guess I should bring, like, a Super Saiyan Gohan Future that exchanges into this trunk specifically. And it's like, sure, I guess that could be a thing, right? It wouldn't be impossible. Like, and that would be an interesting unit, but I don't know. We'd have to wait and see. Now, my personal choice on the matter of who the other Part 2 LR would be is just a Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. I'm thinking a Scythe Rose Goku Black would make the most sense. So basically just another Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, just like this card is. And then he has a standby mechanic where he does go use the Scythe Rose. And then you're fighting all the clones. Then I guess after the standby, you just fight specifically the Rose Goku Black with the Scythe specifically, or maybe it just reverts back to this Rose. We'll see how they would handle something like that. I think that would be really cool. Probably would be like, again, more so, how do I explain it? Kind of like the GT duo unit, where it's like they don't have to revive. But it's like, you know, you have the Rose, the normal Rose, then he, you know, does the standby into the Rose with the different clones, and then you revert back to just the normal Rose again, and during that standby you would have this Scythe ability, and I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe even he keeps the Scythe after, who knows, something like that could be a thing. But yeah, I think people really want a Rose Goku Black. I've seen it in the community, so many people want this Rose Goku Black specifically, and I think that would be really cool. I think another option could just be base form Goku Black, right? Just a base Goku Black specifically, because this guy hasn't really been given like a lot of love. Like, this is the, like, before this guy, the last summonable base form Goku Black was the Int one, and then there's physical. So like there has been some base Goku Blacks like in the past, but there has never been, like, you know, a really good modern, like, quote unquote modern, like, animated base from Goku Black with like all the different attacks that he does, besides kind of this one. But I mean, like, let's be real, this guy doesn't have like these DFE Carnival LR level of animations that have the obviously the best care put into them. So it would be really cool to see something like that, you know, like the intro animation where he's like the shadow, and then he comes down from the sky, and then he's like, yep, I'm here, bro, I'm gonna fuck shit up, right? You know, that would be really sick. For like a Carnival art even, and then maybe they save a Rose Goku Black for like a separate Dokkan Fest. They could really do something like that, right? Who knows? Maybe it could be like a Rose Goku Black versus like a Blue Vegeta Dokkan Fest in the future. Which, by the way, I would say this guy's also like not like out of the realm of possibilities. Like, you know, I'm saying, I'm bringing up all these characters, man, and this will lead to another point I'm going to talk about in the future. Before we move on to some things that people want to see, but this Blue Vegeta right here could easily be just the other Carnival LR from his beatdown when he's fighting Goku Black. Now, I wouldn't say that's too likely, since we do have Blue Vegeta already represented in the celebration itself. But maybe they will just, you know, give us an LR version of this guy. I can see this guy as just a new Dokkan Fest in the future, though, and you know, an added, you know, stage to his Dokkan event again. Something like that could really easily happen, but we'll see. Maybe it could be that guy specifically, and that'd be interesting. Maybe it could be like a Goku Black and Zamasu exchange LR, or like a new duo Goku Black and Zamasu, right? There's like a ton of possibilities, and again, that'll lead to my point about this. They could also show an EZA during this like reveal. Like, we could also very well see like an EZA for Int Goku Black, but we could also not see it. We already did technically get a Part 2 EZA. I know a lot of people are expecting this guy to be potentially revealed. I would just say maybe even don't like necessarily expect it, and then if it does happen, that'd be awesome. But there's no guarantee that we'll see a Part 2 EZA if they're going by the exact same formula as they did last year. They could be saving this guy just for Part 3, just like they saved the STR Cooler specifically for Part 3 as well. You know, they could even, like, maybe they EZA this guy, maybe they don't EZA this guy, because there's so many things in Future Saga. I would not be surprised if they're just saving this guy for Part 3, then this guy EZAs in another celebration like next year or something, and then we get like a Dokkan Fest Blue Vegeta, or even a Dokkan Fest Zamasu. Like, I think Zamasu at this point could probably get his own Dokkan Fest, like a Zamasu that uses the Dragon Balls and then turns into this Goku Zamasu, right? I think that could be an interesting Dokkan Fest, right? Maybe even give this guy big bad bosses once he transforms. I think that'd be kind of cool. And obviously, even though we have this Angel Zamasu Easy Aid, it would be probably nice to get just another Zamasu, since this guy transforms at turn 3 anyways. But just throwing out a lot of those ideas. I mean, imagine if that was that part 2 Carnivalar, a Zamasu that uses the Dragon Balls and becomes this Zamasu Goku. People would not expect that. And honestly, I don't think people would be satisfied with that. People would be like, what the hell? Where's my Rose, right? But that could be a cool idea. But anyways, that's just enough of me rambling about, you know, this Dokkan. In fact, that idea just popped into my head right now, but that's how it'd be. Alright, so now let's see what some people are thinking here. Of course, I asked the part 2 LR videos drop 17.5 hours from the time of that tweet. What characters and mechanics do you want to see the most? Let's take a look at the quotes here. You'll be sleeping, so you hope you don't wake up seeing people crying if Goku Black somehow doesn't drop. Trunks as a standby. Goku Black is fine as he is, but you want a nice and fun gameplay related to his abilities seen in the anime. That's fair, that's fair. Goku Black, literally Bulma for Extreme Class. Yeah, again, like a Goku Black support unit would actually be very helpful for the Zamasu team, because the Zamasu team has good supports, like overall, but we don't have like a great support unit, like, you know, like a Bulma kind of unit, you know, someone that, or because it doesn't have obviously nearly as many options. We would really like to see like a mega support unit. Would be really sick. Slot 1 God for Soda Hope Trunks with the domain, either the equivalent of Zamasu or something like giving Arona rotation damage reduction. That'd be cool too. LR Rose to mirror Vegito, base with intro to active transformation to active attack. Yeah, it could just be a brand new transforming Rose too, right? Soda Hope to mirror Zamasu, base with intro, standby with a domain. I don't think they could use that as the same mechanic. It has to be a domain or a standby. So yeah, I would assume it'd just be a standby. Or I guess I get a domain maybe, because they want to mirror it with Zamasu, right? Okay, physical Rose, transformation intro, hard hitting support, scythe standby with the clones, finish skill is an attack if gauge is full, and gives allies 10% extra stats and 10% reduction. That would be, whew, yeah, it's cooking right there, man. SR Soda Hope starts as Rage, active transformation into Soda Hope that puts up a domain. I would like that too. I think domains could be transformations, obviously, as we've seen with Infinite Zamasu. So it could be like the domain is the Soda Hope Trunks, which is what I would be anticipating. I would be like, okay, it's Rage Trunks, and then the domain is Soda Hope specifically. Rose, insane support and defensive unit with a standby with insane damage. Would be a cool new domain unit that predicates around a spare bomb mechanic, like absorbing Keto allies for doing a nuke. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense to me. Black with a clone standby, Trunks with superclass domain buff. Yeah, I saw this. I want the Carnival to do my English homework. That's fair. Mind mechanic, true. Just make Rose support and give Trunks Zamasu's domain. Okay. If it's double Trunks, make one a slot 1 utility god, preferably Dragon Ball Super Trunks with an intro that gives 2 key and 15% attack for those to fight. That'd be really sick. One has an offensive god that field changes into the same effect Zamasu has. Okay. Rose Scythe with an all super counter of his clothes taking over. Okay. Dragon Ball Super. Goku Black double 18 key supers. A divine lasso. Yeah, dude, we need a new divine lasso. Like, I can see that easily, like an 18 key super attack for the new Rose. Alright, we'll read a couple more. We'll read this last 3 and then we'll end. STR Soda Hope Trunks, opposite domain of Fusion's Masu, strong defensive unit in base, strong offensive unit in domain with the GT Super Saiyans nuking mechanic. Oh, where they get the orbs, but then it's like on super. Okay. Double orb changer with one being rainbow orb changing and one being type. That'd be good. Rosé with insane defensive stats and supports. Soda Hope with a Dokkan field that debuffs extreme type enemies and high amounts of damage output. I mean, if Soda Hope Trunks just gets the exact opposite effect as Zamasu, he's probably like he's 100% in contention for best unit in the game, just because of the fact that like every fight is like extreme class. At least basically every difficult fight besides like the STR Vegeta Blue fight is like extreme class, right? I guess we'll read this one too. It did come up, so we'll just read that, but that'll be it. Goku Black Rosé, intro of reveal and transforms into Rosé. Has a standby which builds up by receiving an attacks, and after it's fulfilled, he has the Scythe. Okay. Be a great support and amazing tank with great damage output. Physical and lead power wishes. So yeah, then attack like if it's like a Rosé, if it leads Power Wishes, that would go really hard. Time Travelers might make more sense, but like, you know, imagine like Time Travelers 200% and then one like 50% to Extreme Class, or like Power Wishes 200% and 150% to Extreme Class, and then we have like a Extreme Class Power Wishes team. And then I don't think, because Ado Zamasu, oh no, he is on here. Okay, I mean that would be fine. I guess the only Zamasu on here is Physical Zamasu, but it's like they could like, if they have the Extreme Class like extra option, they could just have him on that team, right? But any Goku Black and Zamasu that are actually in the future would be on this team, and I think that would be cool. And then we could put like Bulma on this team, so even if Rose Goku Black isn't a support, we could have Bulma here. We could put Golden Frieza on this team, even Broly Trio. Like this could be a pretty good team overall. And then just, you know, you can even mix in some potential superclass options like GT Duo. You can get like GT Duo support for Zamasu on this team. That'd be pretty sick. Honestly, you think that Trunks and Goku Black are going to be parallels of the earlier dual Dokkan Fest? Trunks may have a super domain opposite CMZ. Rose Goku Black might have two actives like LR Blue Dudes, one where he goes Rose and the other is a side. Okay, I think that'd be cool, right? Because yeah, I guess like I assume it'll be base Goku Black that transforms to Rose. He transforms Rose with an active, and then the Scythe is like a active skill, which would be fine with me. But that is pretty much it there. Let me know what you guys want to see for the part 2 LRs. There is a lot of potential options. 5,900 views, huh? Okay, that's cool. Nice ending, Goku. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.